What is up, guys? It's Jordan here and I'm back with another video. I am super excited but also a little bit nervous about filming and uploading this video. And as you can tell by the title, this is if you've been watching my videos for some time, you've seen my other videos, this is something new to my channel. I think I've only talked about politics once on my channel, and that was when I posted a vlog of me going to a Donald Trump rally on my senior year of high school, and even then I waited to post it like a total almost like a year and a half later, just because I didn't know if I want to put that part of myself out on the internet. But in the recent past month and a half or so, I've been doing a lot of research and I've gotten extremely more passionate about policy and politics and really just informing people of different issues and things like that when it comes to America government and United States government. So yeah, that's a whole separate video that we can get into why I am so passionate about it and how I got passionate about it. Today's video though is going to be about the 2020 presidential election. So I watched the first round of presidential debates in June, and I also watched the second round that just happened in July. So there's about 20 candidates running for president, and I'm going to go over a few of them, not all of them because that'll be a really long video. I'm basically going to go over like the top few candidates. I think I have about like 7 or 8 that I'm going to go through. So you can get just like a super brief summary on who they are, where they come from, maybe a little bit of their policies and what they believe. And I'm really excited to get you guys informed because leading up to the 2020 election, I really want Generation Z. So that's me. I believe Generation Z is everyone born from 1995 to 2015, I believe. So that's a 20-year span. I was born in 98, so I'm at the older part of Generation Z. I was actually able to vote in the 2016 election. I turned 18 about 2 weeks before the election, so I voted. But a lot of people were not able to vote, and it's going to be a lot of people's first time voting in the 2020 election. And I want to make sure that the highest voter turnout rate is of Gen Z and millennials and young people, because we have the power to do so much, and that's a whole separate video as well, but we have the power to do so much. So I'm taking it upon myself. I love media, social media, advertising, you know, that's what I'm going to school for, but also I've become very passionate about policy and politics and government, and so I've decided to join forces together and to bring those together to inform my peers on different political issues and whatnot. So today I'm going to be talking about a couple of the 2020 presidential candidates. This is in no order whatsoever. I'm not going to give my opinion for the candidates. I'm going to try to keep my opinion out of it because I don't really have that much of an opinion right now. There's a lot of people running and it can get really confusing. So these are based on the polls and my opinion as well as popularity. These are the most popular ones. But if you want to go out there and look at all the candidates, all the different options, go and Google them at your own free will. I'm also not claiming to know everything there is to know about these candidates or politics or whatever. I'm just giving you some basic facts, so when you see names, you're able to point them out and put the name with who that person is. Okay, first we have Julio Castro, he is a Hispanic man. He's the former mayor of San Antonio. He's also the former U.S. Secretary for Housing and Urban Development under the Obama administration. So he was appointed by former President Barack Obama to be in that position, to be the Secretary of Housing and Urban Development. He is for free trade and also supports affirmative action. I'm going to read you the dictionary term of affirmative action. It is the allocation of resources or employment in the practice or policy of favoring individuals belonging to groups known to have been discriminated against previously. So I know affirmative action is talked about a lot when it comes to college and minority members of minority communities being able to get resources to go to college. So that's kind of what that is. He has a twin brother that is He's in the U.S. House of Representatives, and his mother, I believe, is actually an immigrant. He's raised by a single immigrant mother, and he is Ivy League educated. So yeah, that's Julio Castro. Next we have Kamala Harris. So she is the former district attorney for the city of San Francisco and the former California Attorney General. She's currently the junior senator from California, and she's running for president. She identifies as a black woman. Her mother is a Indian, so from India, and then her father is Jamaican. So she was actually born in America, born in California, raised in California, lived through the desegregation of schools and things like that. One thing I read about her policies, what she is really prominent, is that she has a sketchy background when it comes to criminal justice reform in California. You can look up more examples of that on Google, but I know in the second Democratic presidential debate, that was a big talk, because she was former district attorney and former attorney general, and so her criminal justice reform background in California is a little sus. But you can, like I said, you can look that up yourself and look into that. Third, we have Cory Booker. So Cory Booker identifies as a black man. He is the former mayor of Newark, New Jersey, and he is currently a senator. And so his focus is on social and racial equality. Like I said, he's a New Jersey senator, and he proposes to increase minimum wage to $15. So that's pretty much all I have on Cory Booker. Next, we have Elizabeth Warren. So she is the former Harvard law professor. She is currently a U.S. senator from Massachusetts, and she believes in a wealth tax. So the more money you make, the more taxes you're going to pay. Number 5, we have Bernie Sanders. So I feel like Bernie Sanders is a really popular one among young people. He ran the 2016 election to get the Democratic nomination against Hillary Clinton. He's running again. So I feel like a lot of people know the name Bernie Sanders. He's the former mayor of Burlington, Vermont, and the former representative and a senator of Vermont. He believes in free public college tuition and an increase in Social Security benefits. Number 6, if you're in Texas, you definitely know this name. If not, you may have heard him still, but he's a really big deal in Texas. His name is Beto O'Rourke. So he actually ran against Ted Cruz in the midterm elections last fall, in fall 2018, against Ted Cruz for the Senate, the junior senator position in Texas. He actually lost, but it was a really big milestone in Texas government history because Texas is a red state. It's known to be a red state. It's known to be primarily Republican. But Beto O'Rourke lost with such a small margin, and so that really goes to show the progress of how Texas is making and things like that. Hopefully we're flipping Texas to be a blue state very soon. But back to Beto O'Rourke. He ran for the Texas senator in 2018 against Ted Cruz, like I said. He's a former U.S. House of Representatives. He's a former representative. He was an El Paso city councilman, and he has no detailed policy at the moment from what I can gather on the internet. He believes in certain things, but no detailed policy yet. Okay, next we have Mayor Pete. His name is Pete Buttigieg. Buttigieg. I believe that's how you say it. That's how they've been saying it on the news and things like that. So I'm going to go with Pete Buttigieg. He is the gay Democratic mayor of South Bend, which is in Indiana, and he is an Afghan war vet. So that's basically the information I got about him. He's actually married to his partner, and from what I understood, the South Bend, where he is the mayor of, is a very Republican town. And so the fact that he won as a out gay Democratic man is really good. Okay, and last but certainly not least, we have Joe Biden. So Joe Biden has been in politics for pretty much all of my mom's life. So yeah, he's done a lot. He's been a lot, but most notably, he is the former vice president to my forever president, Barack Obama. So yeah, he's former vice president. He was also a senator from Delaware before he was vice president. And that's pretty much all I have about former Vice President Joe Biden. Once the pool narrows down, I will definitely dive more into the research and get to know and compare and contrast different policies on like social policies and different foreign policies and things like that, the economy and the global warming crisis. Like, I will dive into those because I need to know for myself. Right now, it's just like there's a lot going on, and so it's still early. We still have like 18 months left, and so a little less than 18 months, but still, we have a long time. There's still a lot of people running, and so it's kind of hard to decipher. They're kind of pretty much all the same at this point, but once we get narrowed down and get a little bit more nitpicky, I will definitely do the research and share that information with you.